Hey guys, I just wanted to go ahead and make a video about something that's happened to me recently. Well, the effects of it happened to me recently. As you all know, that I like to collect baseball cards. It's something that I'm pretty passionate about. I like all kinds of cards. Um, I just think they're really collectible. They hold value. They're just fun to kind of. It's a fun little hobby to be a part of, and so about a little over a year and a half ago, it was actually in April of 2012. I go out and I meet somebody to buy a Joe Dimaggio Rookie card. Now this is 1938. This is something that you never expect to really get your hands on. It's such a rare card. Um, it wasn't in great condition. It had a signature on the bottom, um, but for the most part, looked good. There was nothing that seemed suspicious whatsoever about this card, so I bought it. I paid $450 for it, paid with cash, and that was that. And really, I didn't think twice about it. Nothing seemed unusual about it. And so, at the time I had money. It was kind of like an idea of an investment of sorts. Like I expected that I could at least get my money back, but it had potential for something more. And that to me seemed like a very good opportunity. And so I buy the card, and fast forward, it's something that I pretty much need to go ahead and cash in on. And the best way to get the most value out of this card is to go ahead and take it and get it graded. And so I went with BGS. They're probably the best grading service that is out there currently. Um, and so my intentions the whole time, I sent it out. They had a good deal going on for vintage cards in the end of November. So I sent it out and was patiently waiting for the card to come back. And I didn't have that high of expectations. I had a buddy of mine look at it, and he was thinking that it could get like a 3. And at a 3, I think I could get somewhere around like $2,000 for it, which would have been a nice little profit from that card. But I was trying to temper my expectations, thinking that I could get somewhere around a 2 for that card. And a 2 would probably net me about $1,200. Still, very nice profit for a card that I've been able to kind of enjoy for a little bit of time. And then I get an email actually yesterday, and I sent 2 cards. Other card 6.5, nothing special. It was a 1968 Roger Maris or something. And then I get the message, something along the lines of basically declaring that they think it's questionable authenticity. I think is what the words they use. Questionable authenticity, which basically means they think it's a fake. It's not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure now that it is a fake. And basically, this comes down to the fact that I just think people in general suck. I mean, there's no real way to beat around it. People suck, and if you're one of those people that sucks, that looks around opportunities to try to take advantage of people, well, you suck. You know it. You're scum. Stop breathing my air. You're a waste of oxygen. I don't know how else to ever put this, but people that look for opportunities to take advantage of other people's. Now, if you can provide value or you can provide something that's useful for people, that's perfectly fine. I have no problem selling what you're selling. But if you're trying to cheat people, steal, and find ways to take advantage of other people, I really need that damn money right now. I can't tell you how much right now. Um, so it really completely ruined my day. And I'm still angry about it. I really am angry. I'm not really a very easily angered person. I'm very calm, collective. I tend to handle stress very well, but I don't like getting taken. I don't think I'm. I tend to be someone that doesn't get taken so much just because I'm a bigger guy. Being 6'2", people tend to be intimidated. So not very often do people look for opportunities to take advantage of me. So maybe I'm a little naive in that situation. But I guarantee you I'll be more confident going forward when it comes to these kind of situations and be sure of what I'm getting myself into so that these kind of situations don't happen again. So, if something seems shady and you can't get into, when you have something that's like collectible like that, I think it's best to have some sort of recourse. Like, if somebody's selling you a bunch of old cards and something seems shady, it probably is. When at the time I didn't think twice about it, but the kid at the time, he was a college-looking kid. I think he called me with a non-803 number, so it seemed like he was just passing through town. And I could go through the recourse of trying to find him, but what am I really going to achieve in the process? I know it's against the law to sell counterfeit cards, but what is there really able for me to do in this situation? And even if I do find his number, he could have simply changed his number since then. So, I'm kind of just stuck in a situation where I really can't do much about it. And, just thinking about the situation at the time, one of the comments he said now rubs me the wrong way when he was like, I just want this to go to a collector, not someone that's going to try to resell it. Which might not seem like much. That's a common thing that I hear among people, but I think it's largely due to the fact that he didn't want me to get it graded, because knowing that the common thing of trying to flip cards for money usually involves the process of getting it graded, because a lot of people don't like to do the groundwork, send a card off to get graded kind of deal. So I think that was his deterrent. Like, he didn't want me to go get the card graded because he knew it was going to come back, and because of that, I might want my money back, or I might even press charges. So, that's something that kind of settles with me a little bit in the wrong way. And see, he had a whole story about this whole thing. Like, my grandfather passed away. He had these cards. I don't really collect cards, anything like this. I went to a pawn shop. They said that's the amount that I could ask for, that kind of spiel. And, it seemed fine. Like, his dad put his initials on the back of the card, all that kind of stuff made sense. But now, looking back at it, when he said that particular sign, I should have had an antenna that came up and was like, no, this is bullshit. So yeah, I'm hoping that this gives you an opportunity to kind of learn from my mistake. I'm going to learn from it, definitely, that's for sure, because it's not a mistake that I can afford at this time being to actually make going forward. But again, just, analyze the situation. It was another one of those situations where it was almost too good to be true. Especially if this card he was trying to sell for much less. Like, the market value is about that same price when it comes to ungraded, Joe Dimaggio rookie cards. So it didn't seem like that situation kind of existed. But nevertheless, I think it's important to do your groundwork. And if it's something that you might seem suspicious and you're kind of getting cold feet, I don't think there's anything wrong with getting personal information. Like, get the person's name, get the person's number, so that if something were to happen, you have some more recourse. Because, ultimately, I could get the phone records and research it, but I don't think I'm really going to get anywhere. It might be something that I decide to go ahead and pursue, but I almost feel like at this point I'm pretty much wasting time because it's been way too long. Who knows what the hell's happened at this point. So, it's an unfortunate situation. I'm going to grow from it. I'm not going to let it hold me down too long. I think, holding negativity towards, one particular situation, that's something that I really can't do much about anymore. It's a mistake I made a year and a half ago. I'm feeling the pain now from my past mistake, but, that's not going to stop me from continuing on and finding other avenues and ways to continue to try to make it. So guys, appreciate for watching. I know this has gone a little bit long here on this video, but I look forward to hearing your comments or questions you might have in the comment box. And make sure you go ahead and subscribe so you can listen to some more videos that I have coming up.